The 2026 Volkswagen ID.2 GTI marks a bold new era for the GTI badge, a legacy that began with raw combustion thrills and now electrifies into the future with the same spirit of performance and fun. At first glance, the ID.2 GTI strikes a perfect balance between familiarity and innovation. It doesn't scream radical, but instead whispers evolution, refining the classic hot hatch silhouette into something distinctly modern and unmistakably Volkswagen. The tight proportions, compact stance, and strong character lines exude purpose. Yet, it's the attention to detail that elevates it. Red GTI accents running subtly through the LED lighting signature, unique aero-inspired bumpers, and exclusive alloy wheels that bring a dynamic edge to the profile. What's instantly noticeable is how this hatchback stands proud without chasing over aggressive styling trends. It feels planted, confident, and sporty, with just the right amount of flair. The front fascia hosts sharp, angular lighting with LED matrix technology, a subtle but aggressive lower grille treatment, and the illuminated VW badge flanked by a GTI-specific red strip, a modern callback to the original GTI grille motif. Its rear end is clean but purposeful, with connected taillights and a roof spoiler that hints at its performance DNA. No tailpipes here, just aerodynamic flow and clean electric muscle. Even the door handles are streamlined flush with the body, enhancing airflow and design purity. Step inside and the blend of GTI nostalgia and futuristic ambition continues. The cabin greets with signature plaid pattern seats, reinvented in sustainable fabrics and updated color palettes, alongside red contrast stitching that runs through the dash and door panels. The driving position feels low and focused, exactly what you'd expect from a performance hatch. A flat-bottom steering wheel with a GTI logo centers the cockpit, flanked by touch-sensitive controls and tactile paddle-like toggles that control driving modes and region settings. The infotainment display is crisp and centered perfectly within reach, with a fast, intuitive UI and customizable GTI-specific graphics. Physical buttons are limited but smartly retained for climate and volume, a welcome nod to usability. In terms of space, the ID.2 GTI cleverly maximizes its compact footprint. Rear passengers benefit from a surprisingly roomy bench, thanks to the flat floor of the MEB entry platform. Cargo space is ample for daily needs and even short weekend getaways, making this hot hatch more than just a corner carver. It remains practical, just like its GTI ancestors, offering fun without sacrificing everyday usability. Underneath the body lies the real transformation. The ID.2 GTI ditches combustion for a single, front-mounted electric motor tuned for maximum responsiveness and character. Early figures suggest around 220 horsepower, giving it that peppy, punchy attitude that GTI fans crave. The instant torque delivery, coupled with its compact weight and low center of gravity, makes this electric hatch feel eager and light on its feet. Acceleration is brisk, expected to reach 0 to 100 km/h in just under 7 seconds, but it's the way it builds speed with linear precision that stands out. The GTI badge doesn't chase absurd numbers, it focuses on balance, feel, and the joy of the drive. Steering feel is direct, offering a blend of feedback and confidence not often seen in small EVs. Volkswagen's engineers have tuned the chassis with a unique suspension setup, one that delivers agility without punishing ride comfort. The adaptive dampers adjust subtly, ensuring both calm commutes and spirited blasts down twisty backroads. There's even a simulated engine sound option that can be activated to give drivers audible feedback, adding a layer of emotional connection for those who still crave the growl of a traditional GTI. Technology-wise, the ID.2 GTI comes packed with Volkswagen's latest driver assistance features. From adaptive cruise control to lane keeping, blind spot detection, and park assist, this hatchback ensures safety and convenience remain integral to the experience. Over-the-air updates allow the system to evolve over time, introducing new features and enhancements as they're developed. The infotainment supports all modern connectivity options, wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and even native Spotify integration. A dedicated GTI mode customizes the instrument cluster and changes the throttle mapping for a more engaged drive. Charging performance is also tuned for everyday ease. With an estimated battery pack around 56 kWh, the ID.2 GTI targets a range of about 400 km WLTP. Fast charging capability up to 125 kilowatts allows the battery to go from 10 to 80% in just over 20 minutes, more than enough time to grab a coffee on a road trip. Home charging through AC wall boxes ensures overnight replenishment, keeping things seamless for the daily commute. But perhaps what sets the ID.2 GTI apart isn't just its specs, it's the emotion behind it. Volkswagen is clearly aiming to carry the spirit of the GTI into the electric age without losing what made it iconic. This isn't just an ID.2 with red trim, it's a car that's been re-engineered to handle, accelerate, and evoke that GTI grinning effect. Everything from the software mapping to suspension tuning and interior design is crafted with that performance edge in mind. It might not rumble, but it delivers that same addictive response GTI fans know and love. Pricing is expected to sit below the current ID.3 range, making the ID.2 GTI a highly competitive option in the compact EV performance segment. This could position it as one of the most affordable sporty EVs in Europe, aimed squarely at younger enthusiasts or longtime GTI loyalists looking to make the switch without compromise. And it's not just a statement on electrification, it's proof that performance doesn't have to be sacrificed in the name of sustainability. The GTI name still stands for something visceral, something enjoyable, something real, even in silence. The 2026 Volkswagen ID.2 GTI isn't about nostalgia, it's about transformation. It captures the original GTI's soul and translates it into a new language of speed, precision, and environmental consciousness. For those who thought electric would mean the death of fun, this hatch is here to challenge that belief with torque, agility, and a heavy dose of heritage in its DNA. The future of hot hatches might not roar, but it certainly knows how to fly.